There's like this thing. It's rotating.
What was in the skies over Jerusalem, and why did it sound one of the most treasured sites in Christianity?
There's a new thing that's making proof we're not alone. UFO, in the form of a bright light, is descending over the dome of the Roswell or Roswell.
Alright. Welcome to GUFON, everybody. It is Sunday, January 16th, 2022. It is Sunday in the UK, the makeup show for not doing yesterday's Saturday in the UK show. How the hell are you? We haven't done a Sunday show in 2 years, so glad you're here. It is really, really fun to do Saturday. It's noon where I'm at. 9 a.m. on the Pacific Coast. I'm really excited. Yeah, this is good. We're going to have a good time tonight. Today. Yeah. You know what? You see it right behind me. These people. You see what they're doing? They're excited because the aliens forced disclosure in my mind. I want to talk about why that is not a subject ever talked about. Yeah, I thought it'd be good. Plus, I have a 4,000-year-old secret from the Grand Canyon. It's a short video I'm going to play about a UFO crash site that a lot of people don't know about. A boot. We're going to go over some Twitter. We're going to talk about that tsunami alert for a minute. I mean, you've already seen it probably, I'm sure, that big volcano underwater erupted and created the best pictures I've ever seen of something like that happening on a satellite. Freaking awesome, right? So, let's enjoy this Sunday. Let's have some fun. I don't know how long I'm going to go. It's never less than an hour, but maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours. I've got some things I need to do in a couple of 3 hours, but that's why I wanted to do this now. Try something a little different. Get you guys, let's get it over with. Let's just see how this goes. Noon Eastern time. And I think it's 5 p.m. for you folks in the UK. COVID. So, roll call, everybody. Randall Hill, what's up, man? Welcome to the show. Stephen Carney, welcome to the show. Or Carn, I never get it right. Kimberly Marco Silva, welcome to the show. Felicia the Beautiful Flores, welcome to the show. Coral Ann, Moderator 1, welcome to the show. Unidentified S4, what's up, brother? Welcome to the show. Madam Two Swords, welcome to the show. The Baconator, Lee Guy is here, welcome to the show. Jackie O, not Nassus, welcome to the show, sis. Paul Fahey, welcome to the show. Andy Gambino, the show has you. Welcome to the show. Archaic Revival, welcome to the show. Dark Hour, Paranormal, what's up, Mr. Roser? Mike, what do you say there, Chief? That's right, we're going early today. Jennifer Siami. Send a salami to your boys in the army with Jennifer Siami. I'm probably saying your name wrong, right? It's probably Siami, like Miami. I hope I'm not saying it wrong, Jennifer. You've been here forever. Welcome to the show. Mind blown over UAPs. Welcome to the show. Let's see who's coming through the front door. Old Nick. Never seen you before, but welcome to the show. Nice to see you. Fairies are real. Hey, what's up? How are you? Long time no see, saw. Amuamua 42. Sorry. Amuamua underscore 42. Welcome to the show. Rose Kata. Welcome to the show. Anti-Media Zombie. Welcome to the show. It's different. We get a different audience during the day, right? Dre and Glow. That is the tempo. Scotty Eisner, not Billy. Welcome to the show. And that's about it. All right, let's get this show rolling. You guys are fantastic. Don't forget you can help support GUFON. We go 6 days a week because you help support the show, and that's the only way we can go 6 days a week. So don't forget you can use PayPal, the other shit. I hate mentioning it. What is it? The Cash App, become a patron, blah, 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 super sticker, super chatter. Thank you very much for all. And you know what? Today I'm going back to something I haven't done in a year and a half. We're going to open up viewer email. People send me emails all the time. Every day. I get a bunch of them. Some of them are dots. Some of them, knots. I don't know what I was going to say. But I have an email I'm going to read, just one today, because it's a really good one. The person who sent it, name will be not known. But I want to get your palate wet like we usually do with the video for that Grand Canyon UFO crash site. 4,000-year-old secret, it says here in the title. I haven't watched the video. So let's pull it up. This comes from UFO Mania. The truth is out there. Oh shoot. Yeah, I don't know if I could play this. Sorry, let me get rid of that. I can fair use it, I think, but several months ago, this is about the video here. I want to bring it up here. I forgot to share the screen. Several months ago, the story goes here that a specialized team of experts were apparently hired to examine debris found at the Grand Canyon. When they arrived at the scene, they were said to have discovered the body of a UFO that had rested there for over 4,000 years. Do you believe in this? This should be world news, if real, right? I would think so. So what I'll do is I'll play a few seconds of this, and then I'll put the link in the description. You can check it out. Why is there no sound? Is that the way it is here? There's a whole town in Australia that lives underground. What is this? Goober Betty? I don't know what this is. Oh, this is in Australia? Okay, I'm not here for that, you see. Oh, wow.
Homes. The town has several underground hotels and B&Bs.
Why am I here? How did this get here? This isn't... Look at that. How did I get there? I must have accidentally clicked on something, right? Yeah, I think I clicked down here. Ha. What an amateur.
Debris found at the Grand Canyon. When they arrived at the scene, they were said to have discovered the body of a UFO that had rested there for over 4,000 years.
Come on. Does that look fake or what? That looks fake. That's so fake. That's not real. Oh, they loaded it up. Look at this.
The craft they located was constructed out of an unknown metallic substance and all...
Of course. Oh, hey, Mike, look at this. Genie's lamp. Well, or a UFO. Looks like a UFO right here, don't it? Sorry, doesn't it? Oh, I thought that was Daniel Sheehan, but the hair ain't high enough. He's got his clock out. His clock. He's got his clock. So they found it in the Grand Canyon. All right, let's see what they say here for 5 seconds.
Individuals of a certain height. He also believes that the carbon dating on the ship indicates that it crashed around the 2000 BC period.
That does not look like a UFO to me. I mean, it's the shape of an oblong thing. Oh, look, now they're trying to say what the inside might look like. Yeah, I can get this off Storybox too. See, this is what I hate when they try to animate them and make this better than what it is. There are these interesting... If you go to the Grand Canyon and you're a hiker, they have these tunnels, caves, but also homes that are old and built up into the mountains with no observable way to get in there. You know, there's not a walkway, not a staircase, not an elevator. They must have used, well, I don't know, something. I mean, they even had the wheel. The wheel. How's that possible?
Nearby Indian caves.
Oh yeah, they had the wheel back then, didn't they? About 1,000 years ago. Anyway, you're all familiar with this. That's from the Grand Canyon. Yeah, I'm not too sure what this is.
Length of at least 100 feet. He also claims that the American government are doing all they can to keep this amazing find from the public.
Is that Bill Burns from UFO Magazine? It looks like him. That looks like Bill Burns. Look at, what is this? Is that a robot? Oh, I thought he had like weird glasses. That's something protruding, I think, from inside the ship. Doesn't that guy look freaky? That looks like, it looks fake. This guy's got one foot facing that way, this way, the other foot facing the other way. What's going on here? Anyway, it's interesting. I don't know. They're just saying they found that rock and blah, blah, blah. I just thought it was something we could look at for a second. I thought it was from another channel. Then I saw UFO Mania, the truth is out there, and I'm like, wait a minute. It's got 440,000 views. They have this thing on this new feature. Watch this on Streamyard. Tell me why anybody would want to do this. Check it out. Like, why would I want that? You know what I mean? And then, you know, you can put your another thing behind it, I guess. Like, why would you want to shrink yourself up? I guess if you have an overlay that you could put behind this, like this, you know, that's the old Streamyard, or this, yeah, like something like that, right? Then I could throw GUFON up there. Hey everybody, live with Streamyard. But yeah, not for me. It's just not for me. I don't even like putting my name in there. It's like, you should know, right? I love these shows. I'm going to go over to GUFON and watch Rich, and it says, I wonder what this guy's name is. It says Rich GUFON. I don't know. It just, some little things like that, you know. They give me agita. I don't know why I have to watch that. Watch it. Alien Girl's here. What's up? How you doing? Tacey Hale. How you guys doing, ladies? Helen Crystal Energy, welcome, welcome. Unknown J, welcome. Marco, welcome. Barry White. Marco and Barry White. Hello, ladies. Murder Hornet returns. Welcome to the show, everybody. Yep, we're doing a different time today because we didn't do the show yesterday for the UK. We usually start at, I'm changing that to 4 p.m. Eastern time. It's been at 5. But the reason I'm changing it because it's supposed to be at 4. So it's 9 o'clock. So it starts at the same time it would start Monday through Friday. So from now on, Saturday in the UK will be at 4 p.m. Eastern. So don't get mad. Aight? Aight. All right. Let's see. What else we got? Oh, brother. There is so much stuff to go over. I can't believe all this stuff. So, you know, Michael did his remix of the Crop Circle song. Well, so did this channel called Guru Mediator. Check it out. Crop Circle Heavy Metal. Harbingers of Hardcore, they called it. I'm not going to play the whole thing. You know why? Not as good. Not as good as Michael's. Sorry. It's just not. It's not as good as Michael's. That's all. Yeah, not that good, right, Randall? This is it. That's Michael from Dark Hour Paranormal singing. That's how he sings. That's his real singing. Like when you hear him on Third Phase of Moon, he never sang like that. That's how he sings, like what you're hearing now. And very good at it. Like really good. So, pretty cool. I like it. No, I love it. COVID. That is weird. Now, oh, here it is. Oh, it finally came up. This stupid story. Did you hear about this guy in Roswell? The mayor? Yeah, this is from a couple weeks back, but I never brought it up because I really didn't care. But Roswell needs to embrace a new identity, he says, and modern methods of economic development and finance, and maybe even a new state, according to one candidate for mayor. It's time to stop looking backwards to 1947 for our economic security and walk with me into the 21st century. Guy Malone said in an interview with the Roswell Daily Record. In the mayoral race, Malone will face two-term Mayor Dennis Quintel, blah, blah, blah. Malone moved to Roswell from Nashville, Tennessee about 20 years ago and worked as a server and trainer at Cattle Baron, 1113 North Main Street, for about 16 years until the pandemic. He now works remotely as a copy editor for Bitcoin magazine. He's a board member of Roswell Community Little Theater and has appeared in recent stage productions. He's also known for his lectures at past UFO festivals on his theory that the alleged 1947 crash was an experimental U.S. aircraft. So we got a guy here that's getting hundreds of dollars a year from the UFO people. And they go eat at the Alien, they stay at the Alien, and they look for UFOs. People go there just to look around. And this guy wants to stop it? Don't vote for that guy. Who cares? Malone said he's been thinking about running for mayor for 10 years. Stop thinking. He said several people encouraged him to run for the city council instead, and that's where the power is. Council members vote on the projects and ordinances for the city, while the mayor's only vote comes in case of a tie on the council. I'm not going after power, he said. Thank God. Can you imagine this guy? You know, we're making a lot of money from people coming in all over the world, tourists. I mean, we don't have shit. It's a desert as far as the eye can see. And they're coming here to look at UFOs. I don't really believe in it, but I mean, they got a museum. I mean, we get hundreds of dollars a year. What are they going to do? Stop it? Anyway, ridiculous. Ridiculous. You will never get away from it. Hey, the Urban Way with a $5 super chat. That's Swedish money, right? The Urban Way with a $55 SEK. Grazie. And, yeah, I didn't make any new things, but we still have the new one up. Mucho gusto, generoso. Thank you, The Urban Way. This is GUFON, and... Egoish all over. Mucho gusto, generoso. Continuing supporter of GUFON, under 17, upper middle of the perm. Damn it. I wasn't ready myself. Thank you, The Urban Way. Thank you for kicking it off tonight, today, whatever, with a nice super chat. And you did it without any hesitation. You rolled it up, and I like the way you rolled yours like a joint. And he puts it in the tube. Hey! How'd you get that behind me? There it is. 55 SEK. All right, let's get the show back on. So, I don't know, man. You know, you guys saw that thing explode? The volcano? That was unbelievable, right? It's from under the water. This thing exploded. And they captured it on satellite from space. Well, obviously. But Third Phase of Moon made a video, which you just heard, probably. And, I'm just going to show you just a minute of this because it's so unbelievably cool. So let's jump a little forward. And 5, 4, 3, 2, gush.
Way. There was a warning in the state of
Hawaii.
a tsunami that might be evident of this explosion that happened in the Pacific. Tonga Island exploded into its fury, unlike we've never seen before in modern day history. We've got a full breakdown of today's events, and sometimes we cover the UFO videos, but this kind of hit close to home due to the fact that, again, we were woken up in regards to a possible tsunami, but there was an event that happened in Tonga earlier. We're looking at this, and there was regions of the area that got hit, and Hawaii was put on alert. Thank God the warning has been dissipated. Right now, Hawaii's in the clear. I know a lot of the coast of California, Oregon, they were all threatened. Santa Cruz even had effects of this massive blast from Tonga Island. And we're seeing it again from satellite photos. And in my opinion,
That is so cool.
This is some of the biggest evidence of a volcanic eruption that has created a tsunami across the Pacific.
We've never seen anything like this. The last time we captured something to this magnitude was Mount St. Helens. I believe that was May 10th, 1980. I'm not sure, but I think I'm close to that. I know it was 1980 because I was born. But this is amazing. And, they just showed there was really nothing major other than this beautiful photograph, this video that came out. It's just absolutely breathtaking to see this explosion, and it is enormous. I'm trying to pull up something else.
Its best, showing a little muscle right there.
Wow.
Thankfully, none of this effect really had any loss of life, as
Thank
far as
God.
we know. And
Remember when they went to the volcano and all that on the island? But anyway, pretty amazing. Here. This is what I was looking for.
likes of the tsunami that we're looking
Watch
at
this,
right
not
here,
this.
that rushes
After
in
this.
is something
This.
to be reckoned
Wow.
with. These things come in so fast.
Ah, your sister's got 9 tongues. Look at that. Can you imagine? Wow. Good Lord. I love nature. I love this earth. Oh, it makes me sad, though, man, because you don't get to see much much in your life. You know, it's very rare to see this stuff. I figured I got a few years left, but, maybe I'll see a tsunami again. I just want to see destruction. That's all. That's all. Yeah, it was all over. Anyway, pretty cool. Did you hear about this? Check this out. Now, just to get you into the Twitter world here. From Stephen Greenstreet. The Navy deployed multiple counter-drone systems in direct response to the 2019 swarming alien UFOs. What is going on? Navy also called the alien crafts drones and UAV, unmanned aerial vehicles, in their deck logs in an apparent attempt to cover up the truth of ET. No. This comes from the drive. Let's see. Oh, the war zone? I thought that was John Greenwald. Swarms, aircraft shadowing U.S. Navy vessels in the waters off Southern California. In our last update, we reviewed new documents released to us via the Freedom of Information Act. These documents show that the mysterious incursions continued throughout the month of July, far longer than originally understood. Amid the ongoing swarm activities, my God, I've got heartburn from this coffee. The Navy appears to have implemented and conducted exercises using a variety of counter-drone measures. These exercises including the use of a 5-inch naval gun in a live-fire drill, as well as apparently deploying a new Ghostbuster team that we suspected was utilizing portable counter unmanned aerial systems, CUAS's, electronic warfare devices. A newly found reference buried in the documents cements this suspicion. So in other words, they sent up drones to go look at drones, or in their world, they're saying those were alien UFOs. So, after further review of the logs released to us, we found a reference to Northrop Grumman's drone restricted access using known EW Drake system. This backpack system, pictured above, has now become one of the Navy's frontline tools for deterring drone threats. The reference to Drake is scrawled in a deck log entry from the USS Russell that came shortly after one of the more significant incidences. Navy records show that multiple unidentified aircraft were spotted by several ships in the early hours of July 30th, 2019, approximately 2 weeks after the initial swarming events. Uncharacteristically for the records we've reviewed, the logs of the USS Russell are nearly completely redacted in connection with this particular incident. Of course they are. Why wouldn't they be, Barry? Hey, Bill, what do you say, Ferguson? What's up, Commander Milarn? How you guys doing? Welcome to the show, AL Warrior, Brian L., Len Ricci. What's up? This is interesting. Here's the ship's deck log. Yeah, I don't know. Can I zoom in? Nah, they're not giving me anything. Oh, here we go. Okay, this is... Oh, let me open this up for you. Sorry, guys. Ship's deck log sheet. If classified, stamp security marking here. Use black ink to fill in the log. Bop-ba-dop-ba-dop. The ship type was G. I don't know what that means. Gorgeous. The passage from SoCal operating area. USS Paul Hamilton. Oh, this is interesting. So from 0-100 hours to 0-300 continued. DFGMC has the deck. Assume the watch. You can see this here. Redacted. Multiple drones spotted off ST starboard bow. Snoopy team away. Interesting. Do you remember when Jeremy Corbell supposedly got video of the swarm and it happened to be Boca in an airplane, just a regular airplane with 2 stars in the background? Yeah, that's from this. This guy's holding up something. Let's see what's here. FATHO reads 878 FAS P04. I don't understand what I'm looking at here. Yeah, that didn't do us any good. Alright, it's just the same. Okay. As we previously reported, the logs reference a call for the Ghostbuster team near the apparent start of the event around midnight. Just after the lengthy redactions, this 3 a.m. entry states, "Stand down, Drake team, to conserve battery power." It is unclear if the Ghostbuster team is distinct from the Drake team, but the term Ghostbuster is an established slang term for manned portable counter unmanned air system electronic warfare devices, which commonly look like the devices used in the 1980s hit film. In any event, the reference to Drake means it makes it clear that portable CUAS systems were deployed during the incidents that occurred at the end of July on the 30th. It seems it appears to have been used for the same time frame as drones were being reported. Just minutes after the system was shut down to conserve power, the USS Paul Hamilton separately reported multiple drones spotted off starboard bow. The next line contains a further reference to the ship nautical or otherwise photographic interpretation and exploitation Snoopy team. These are teams of sailors trained to enhance situational awareness, and document unknown contexts or events of interest. All right. We get it. We get it. All right. Thank you. That's really interesting. Hey, what's up, Mr. Mouse? What's up, Kid Approved? Welcome to the show. Mark Todd. Yeah, nice Sunday afternoon show. The Baconators here. That's right, AL. I really like this. Excuse me, but when they originally, I mean, this is a long story. I will put the link to this into the show's description because it's an interesting story, and I don't want you to not read it. But there is a video here. I haven't watched it, but let's take a look and see what they're trying to show us here. It's on YouTube. This is from Northrop Grumman, so I can play this. Oh, it's short. During the DoD's 2016 Black Dart exercise, Northrop Grumman's drone restricted access using known EW Drake successfully negated Group 1 drones in multiple scenarios over 5 days. What does it say? Successfully negated Group 1 drones. Interesting. I don't understand why, what's coming up next here. In this clip, and Zapper copy, heard over the audio, is acknowledgement the drone pilot has lost flight control. The drone then flies away as it is deflected from the protection zone. That's interesting. All right, let's take a look. Or a listen, or both. Yeah, whenever you're ready there, Chief. Anytime.
And Zapper copy. Drake, Zapper. Windows still open.
Uh-oh. Whoa. So why is this significant? Are they saying that there was some sort of interference by UFOs? The drone pilot has lost flight control. What I just saw there isn't normal, the way that drone acted. Let me show you. Right around there. That isn't a normal move the drone would make, because I know, because I have a drone. But watch. I mean, that is really bizarre. That's not something you could easily do. Yeah, you could probably learn how to do it, but something looks like it may have actually zapped the thing. Very interesting. You know what I mean. What's that? Hey, Jackie O with a 10-pounder. Great to see you too. Thank you, Jackie O with a 10-pounder, continuing supporter of GUFON. Thank you very much, and we'll give you this one because why not? Thank you, Jackie. I know, I'm silly. I'm immature. I'm a man. You know, I'm going to be 54. I can't believe I'm going to be 54. 54. I don't like it. I don't like it. Thank you very much, Jackie. Mucho gusto, generoso. What's that? Give her the regular one? The new one? All right. For you, Jackie. Thank you, Jackie O, for that booyah gooey. Mucho gusto, generoso. Super chat. Under 17, not permitted without parent. Thank you, Jackie. We've got more of those in the work. They're being made as we speak. But that's interesting. What we just saw, it doesn't really prove anything. It proves that the drone lost contact with its pilot. Maybe, I don't know. It just said that, you know, The signal or something happened. The thing is, I don't know if that's a DJI drone, but DJI drones, if you lose the signal, it'll think for a second and it'll automatically come home. Like there's been times where I accidentally turned off the remote control and the thing would start heading back because, you know, by the time I turn it on, you know, it's already on its way back. If the battery runs low and you're far away, it'll come home automatically. You know, if you're 2 miles away, it'll give itself enough time to come home. Very smart. Smart battery, smart drone. Anyway, let's get to the next thing. I don't know if that's proving, not the video, but the story, that they had interaction with the aliens or UFOs using these drones, according to them, that they sent out the drones towards the UFOs and they dispersed. Oh my God. I think I'm about to have a heart attack. Don't they say you have heartburn right before you have a heart attack? All right. This next story. I don't know if any of you are going over to, well, you should go over to Alien Girl 111 tonight because she's having this guy on the show. This is a guy, former United States Air Force nuclear weapons technician, ADRIAN REISTER, has some spooky things to talk about. He says he saw a UFO and shadow people near nuclear weapons at U.S. Air Force Base. So tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern, we'll go take a look, Alien Girl. Yeah, no doubt. Absolutely, we're going to go there, girl. That is a great interview, man. I can't wait. Well, we'll see. But he said he saw glowing orbs hovering around the high-security military base, adding that he previously came face-to-face with the shadow person. Alien Girl, do you know anything else about this story? And if you do, can you come on and talk about it for 5 minutes? If not, that's okay. You don't have to show your face if you don't have hair and makeup on or whatever. But if you know anything else, because I thought this would open up the story, but it didn't. It didn't open up the story, and I want to know more about it. Let me see what she's going to say here, because there's a delay of like 20 seconds. All right. I'm going to your Twitter account, and I'll send you the invite, because I don't want to put it in the chat room. So I'm going to send it to your Twitter. Take your time, no rush. I'll talk about this for a second. Let me put it there, and I'll send it over. Thank you for dropping in and talking about this for 5 minutes. That's it. We don't need to talk about it for 20, 30 minutes. I'm going to send it over to you. And then this way, there you are. Oh, no, that's not you. That is the regular all-inclusive chat. Where the hell did you go? Oh, there you are. Wow, we haven't talked on Twitter since December 24th. What the hell's wrong with us? There you are. All right, whenever you get here, that's fine. No rush. Now, this is very interesting. I mean, we're talking about United States Air Force nuclear weapons technician. This isn't a dummy. This isn't somebody who you think would make something up. This story is going to be amazing tonight. And a lot of people in this field, and we just talked about this with Ryan Stacy. By the way, Ryan Stacy's coming back on the show for a formal interview on February 1st. But we talked about what is paranormal. UFOs are paranormal. Why? What is paranormal? Things that aren't normal. Things that shouldn't happen, but they do. You see a shadow person, my God, you don't see that every day, right? Strange things, poltergeist activity, you name it. You know the routine. And this guy was face to face with one. So Alien Girl's going to pop on here for a couple of minutes just to let us know what she knows, if anything. I hope she knows some a little more information, because I thought that was going to take... Oh, wait a second. It does take me to it. Well, we'll have her come on. I missed it. Here it is. I'm so dumb. All right, well, we'll see what she has to say. He witnessed a UFO while he was guarding nuclear weapons at Air Force Base. Oh, Alien Girl, you don't have to come back. You don't have to come on. I found it. You don't have to come on. If she comes on, she comes on. Because I found it. But, you know, we'll put a link to your show so people go there. In the description later. Former United States Air Nuclear Weapons Test Scientist said that between 2003 and 2007, he was stationed at Whiteman Air Force Base, Missouri, where he would guard, maintain, and move nuclear weapons. He said that while performing his duties, he saw a glowing orb hovering above nearby. I'll pull up the story again so you can see what I'm reading. I took it down. And hovering above a nearby tree line before flying off, as the Daily Star reports. He's 37, said that it couldn't have been one of their planes, as he knew them all extensively. And he added that while he was training at a similar station, he came face to face with a terrifying 6-foot shadow person. This is amazing. Oh my God, I can't wait for this interview. This is unbelievable. A military base guarding nuclear weapons is the last place you'd want to see a UFO. What do you think about his side? Okay, speaking to Liberation Times, he said, I noticed a light or orb hovering above the top of the tree line, and I thought it was just a star at the time, but I continued surveilling the area. The light orb shot above the treetops and hung there for some time. Maybe it was a satellite, I thought. But then, just as a transport team arrived to secure the weapon, the orb bounced a little in the sky, then shot off to the left, north, then shot 90 degrees straight up and disappeared. Holy mackerel! That is exactly what me and my ex-wife saw back in 2004. Very, very similar. Where did all these people come from? All right, let me turn this off. Alien Girl, how are you?
Good. Can you hear me?
Yeah, thank you for coming on. I don't know if you heard me, but I found the link to the story. But tell me, you're having this gentleman come on. I want to know, how did you get a hold of this guy?
Well, I saw him on all this stuff. And then I posted my little news segment that I've been doing because I talked about it. And I said, like, this is crazy, man. I can't believe he saw this. And then he replied to my tweet and he said, it's just what I saw. What I saw was what I saw. And I didn't want to really, offend him,
Sure.
Because I just think that kind of coverage can be really scary and, it can be emotionally taxing when people are talking about you. And I just didn't want to offend him. So I tweeted him, and that's exactly what I said. I was like, how you doing with all the coverage? Must be a lot to go through. And telling him it's really great that you're coming out and talking about it, because the more people that talk about it, the better it is. He's a totally legitimate dude who's in his right mind, obviously was in the Air Force, can do all sorts of different things. And then we were kind of talking back and forth about what shows he was doing. And I said, well, you want to come on my show tomorrow? And he said, yes. And I was like, sweet, awesome. So I'm excited. It's going to be fun.
Alien Girl, for those of you who just got here, because we just had a rush of people come in, she's interviewing tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern, right? Is that the right time?
Yes, 9 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, 6 p.m., in California.
So she's interviewing the former United States Air Force nuclear weapons technician, ADRIAN REISTER. He saw a UFO and shadow people. He was face-to-face with a 6-foot shadow person. Now, I know you didn't want to, blow it all out there and ask him everything, but do you know anything else? Did you talk to him a little bit about this or what?
So my instincts kind of tell me, and I'm going to ask him tonight on the show, is I think he believes that this shadow person was E.T. in nature.
Oh, wow.
Because there seems to be a correlation between that. I'm not getting the feeling that this is like he saw some orbs in a UFO at a nuclear, military base or facility, right? And then he was like, oh, now I'm seeing a shadow person. Like, it appears, because that's what I get from the tweet he responded. He said, I'm only reporting and explaining what I saw, and that's it. So from that perspective, I believe it's very objective. So I don't get the feeling that, like, he's saying that this was more of like a ghost experience. Like, I don't know. I'm jumping to conclusions. Obviously, I need to ask the question.
Well, yeah.
So, I don't really know what that is, but from what I gathered from that, I believe it's, and I don't think some of these newspapers would have picked it up. I just don't think shadow people are very accepted in the mainstream media.
Well, they might be now, but the thing that's getting a lot of conversation lately is the UFO and the ghosts, and mixing them. It's all paranormal. So this is extremely important. Like, why is this guy coming forward? Isn't he risking a lot, don't you think? Like his pension or what? I mean, he's a young guy, so I don't know if he has a pension at, what is he, 37? Yeah, 37 years old. But what a risk he's taking, putting himself out there.
Yeah, and I think it's because all these think about it. We had Skinwalkers at the Pentagon came out, which was absolutely mind-blowing to me, which opened my mind personally to the fact that, like, maybe I should be thinking about werewolves and orbs more, considering Harry Reid thinks they're cool. Like, I would have never in my whole lifetime think that Harry Reid would have come out and said that put his stamp of approval on a book that said that. So I think that's where it opened it up for a lot of people. Because even me, with as obsessed I am with like aliens and UFOs and the phenomenon, that was kind of another category that I put in ghosts, right? And that book was like, what just happened? So yeah, like what he has to say is incredibly important, especially when we're thinking about Lou Elizondo and all these people maybe possibly rolling out remote viewing. Anyway, that's another thing. But it's all kind of meshing together. It's very interesting, the paranormal and aliens.
Yes, it is. That's why everybody needs to... What's the name of your show again?
My show? What?
Yeah,
Alien Girl? What?
I wanted you to say it. No, I wanted you to say it because
the name of my show is Alien Girl 111. It's not changing.
Why'd you say that?
Because I was talking to one of my friends. They're like, we just need to drop the 111. Just go Alien Girl. And I'm like, well, I guess that's fine, but like, nah.
Why do you have the 111? Is that significant to you?
It is. It's actually something that when I started my channel a long time ago, because I was like, and I made it like secret after that. But I wanted it to be a mix of like a nod to the channels of the past that have been going for a long time. So I wanted to do all one word because that's what Third Phase did. And I wanted to add a number because that's what Secure Team did.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So I tried to I wanted to kind of feel old school because you can't put spaces and things anymore or you can put spaces. I don't think you could do a space in your username back then. I
don't know. I don't remember. Yes, but it is interesting that you have the 111 there and you're going to keep it. There's nothing wrong with that. That's how everybody knows you.
Well, in 111, it's an angel number.
It is.
And it's one of those things, one of those. Yeah, and it's like about beginnings, it's about like new starts, it's about walking through portals, it's about all sorts of different things. It's about just kind of like, let's go to the next level, like let's start a new journey every day. What do you think will happen when this guy comes out? Do you think it'll be a rush of other people? I sure hope so. You need to ask him if he shared this experience with anybody else and if there's anybody else that saw what he saw that can corroborate. Okay. I'll do
Yeah.
that.
If
That's
you
a
don't,
great
I'll be
question.
there. I'll be there.
No, yes, ask it in the chat if I'm like, oh, hey, some shadow people. Yeah, no. And like, if you, Rich, if you want to jump on, like
No.
at the out, well, no, okay. That's
No,
fine.
no. It's your
No,
it's your thing.
Okay.
Alien girl uno one uno.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good show. We're gonna blow up, man. We're gonna blow up the internet, and you guys better be there. And I love all of you.
Yeah, thanks for popping in for a few minutes, Alien Girl 111.
Thank you. It's a pleasure and an honor, man. I'm really excited for you and I to be doing that show on the Josh and Artemis show, I think, next week.
I'm
the 22nd.
on that? I'm doing that?
Maybe
yeah,
not.
that's right. I told them to you better email me, man. You better give me a heads up. Thank
I'll
you.
remind you because I was like,
Okay.
oh, I'm going to hang out with Rich.
That's going to
I'll
be
give you-
awesome. I can't believe it's going to be me and you. Is there anybody else going on that show?
Oh, you and me and Josh and Artemis.
No, I know, but I mean, like, it's not going to be like 10 people.
I think they do open Streamyard calls after an hour.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, that'll be
Yeah.
fun. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Thank you for reminding me already. All
All right, well, I'll let you go. Thanks so much for letting me jump on. You guys have a great day, and I'll jump back into the live chat. See you guys.
All right.
Thank you.
Thanks, Amy. Alien Girl 111, everybody. So tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific, Alien Girl 111 is the name of her channel. She'll be interviewing this gentleman about his face-to-face experience with a 6-foot shadow person. That's pretty wild, isn't it? For a guy like that, this guy here, to come out and talk about this, he's a United States, I think he's a former United States Air Force nuclear weapons technician. For him to come out at this time and talk about how he saw a shadow person and a UFO, well, he saw an orb above the tree line. It is, I guess, maybe like the Marfa lights, people want to call Phoenix lights, whatever. But it could be all spiritual, and that's what Amy said. He said it felt like, something like that. So I think it's going to be an incredible interview. A lot of people are talking about this connection between UFOs and the spiritual world. Finally, it's getting some legs. You know what? You can thank Lou Elizondo all you want, but we've been talking about it for a long time. And just because, it's getting popular now and people are saying, oh, Lou Elizondo said we don't know, it's probably from inner Earth, whatever. He's not the one. Sorry, Big Lou. Jackie O with a 20-pounder. Thank you so much for that nice super chat there. Well, all you did was roll it up in a little bowl and and it was a nice 20 spot. 20 pounds. Thank you very much. You get the new one. I know. I am trying. That was cool. Amy jumped in. Here you go, Jackie O. Thank you. A continuing supporter of GUFON. Jackie O, thank you for your $20 Agush super chat. Mucho gusto, generoso. Under 17, not permitted without parent. Thank you, Jackie. Jackie, So, I'm going to open up the viewer email, because this is an incredible email. We went through a rough week or first 10 days of the year with that S4 find and people just getting absolutely confused over everything. Pretty much, they're calling it water guzzlers. You know the whole story. It was a little recovery time to get away from that story. It's a relief. But I don't want to talk about it anymore. So if anybody emails me anything, I'll take a look at it. I'll respond, but I'm done with it. But it was pretty tough. It's pretty tough. And yesterday or Friday, I was showing Into Thin Air's video because he had a couple of UFO sightings on there. And one of them I can put my life on it was a balloon, and the other one had a chemtrail or contrail with, an orb or UFO going through it. And of course, I was calling it non-UFO, particulates in the air, dust, bug. It might have been a bug the way it moved, but it was out of focus. And then I started saying, look, people were like, it's a UFO and you don't know what you're talking about and this and that. And I even got some messages and emails and comments on the video saying that, sky worms and all this stuff. I'm like, guys, during that analysis that I did, I firstly apologized to Into Thin Air because I love the guy. I think he's wonderful at what he does. And he's not a UFO guy. He admits it. He's like phenomenon type of guy. He does everything. He just doesn't pigeonhole himself into one thing. Like, that's what I want to do. But anyway, I was talking about my 20,000 hours of sky watching and this and that, and you guys should really take my word for it. I don't understand why you wouldn't, and people are just saying things that aren't correct in the chat room and Twitter and all this stuff. And, I definitely would put my life on both of these things not being UFOs. So a viewer was watching that show, a regular viewer who comes in every now and then, and they wrote me an email. And before I get to that email, I want to thank Exactly O for the $5 super chat here for the show and the convo. Wondering what your thoughts are on JWST. What's JWST? Why can't I pull that together in my head? What is that? I know it, but I can't remember. I know, it's embarrassing. I should know it right. Oh, James Webb. James Webb. Got it. We'll talk about that. It's a good question. We'll get to that. Thank you for the $5 super chat. I'm going to leave it up so I don't forget, because that's how I roll. I forget a lot because I got a lot of things already scheduled in my head. I won't forget. Somebody remind me. Thank you very much for the super chat. And since this is your first one here, I want to thank you very much and give you one of these. Mucho gusto, generoso, exactly O. $5 super chat. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Now you are a continuing supporter of GUFON. All right, so I'm going to pull up this email. Wow, I got more emails since then. Oh my God, where are they coming from? All right, here we go. Now, name is withheld. Nobody needs to know who this person is. It's just something they observed. And when I read this, it was almost, it's emotional, because you start thinking. And when you do this every night, you kind of like, it's your life. This is something that I have a passion for. It's not something I'm here. I mean, we crack jokes and have fun and whatnot, but I'm not here to mess around. I'm not here to ruin anybody's lives or anybody's life or reputation. I'm just here to put the information out that I see, that I've learned over the years. And I think there's not a lot of people who hold a candle to what I can tell you about UFO sightings on video. So here's the email. It's a little long. Not really, but for you people it would be. A lot of people don't like more than 2 sentences. I love a book, so the more the better. Dear Rich, after watching last night's show, I had to write. Anyone watching your nightly show on the regular can see the stress you're under. So many critics without a clue pile on whatever hot topic you're covering in the moment. It has to be discouraging. When you have to reiterate the depth and breadth of your expertise just about every other show to prove a point, it kind of makes you wonder about these critics' discernment level for sifting true from false. Looks to an outsider like me as if your critics, without a clue, are secretly jealous of your achievements. I've had critics of my own like that in the past for my field. I believe many would love to sit in your chair each night telling the larger world about the field as a whole, but lack the drive and ambition or the level of dedication you have for staying power in this subject area. That's why you sit where you do, and we sit back and watch. While I claim no expertise in the UFO subject, I'm fairly skilled at reading overall patterns in the responses I see to offerings on my Facebook groups or people in chats. Most people understand that they personally don't really know the subject, give a thumbs up and move on. Some people question the material offered and give some counter-argument based upon reasoned analysis, proving some article or basis for their counter-argument or newer understanding than my own. And some people, the ones with the least discernment, in my opinion, give wild, angry responses out of nowhere with no effective counter-argument or any proof of or any proof of assertions on the views they hold dear. It seems that the ufology field is rife with the third group of people. People making accusatory statements without basis, declaratory statements without any evidence to back it up, and act as if they have superior knowledge when in fact they have none. And under all their bluster, they actually know they belong in the first group that really doesn't know anything. Reminds me of every petty narcissistic person I've ever met or encountered from the public views of people in the limelight. It's important, I think, to realize that these three different groups all converge when watching your show and others. The critics, or the critiques you receive, from others who are somewhat knowledgeable in your field are worth listening to the second group. They may not have your expertise or 20,000 hours of field experience to back up their side of things, but at least put forth some reasoning for for why they think what they do, or credible evidence or research to back up their criticisms. It's the third group that contains the trolls, the jealous ones, and they might even be the plants from the government placed there just to try to get your goat. With these folks, it might be best to refrain from responding. It's exactly what they want, to get one over on you, to prove their superiority over you, when in reality they know nothing at all. They want all the attention you're currently receiving, all the accolades and applause, without doing the grunt work of actually getting out there and actively searching. The Dunning-Kruger effect is strong in these people. They want to be you, sitting in your spot and telling the world about it. They would never think of dedicating time, effort, and expense to follow the subject, no passion the way you have, and yet they think they belong where you sit. These people, the ones with no knowledge, squeak the loudest wherever they go, and I'm fairly certain you are not the only one they do this to. I've seen it in plenty of comments for other shows too. Ufology is a patent place filled with middle school level communications, and the anonymity provided by the internet is the perfect place to spew nonsense and get away with it. Please remember, you and those like you are heroes to some of us, those who actually appreciate the dedication that pursuing this subject takes, and those who undertake it for everyone's sake. Not everyone is constitutionally suited to pursue this field, myself included. Beyond being a UFO hero, you've been an incredibly comforting presence in my life ever since I hopped into the chat room back in the summer. It's nice to know that your show's going to come on and there will be actual people to converse with about the subject in the chat. In my book, GUFON certainly wins out over grief support groups, which can be incredibly draining. with everybody expressing their sorrow over their losses. I don't ignore that aspect of my personal life, but I don't want to live there. Just a few too many words of encouragement from one who admires and cares about you directly, aside from the role you have played in my little life. Take care and do what seems right for you, not them. Those critics without a clue will always be there, no matter what you do. If you need to take on a regular job and dial back on your shows, people like me will understand. Critics without a clue will blow hot air in a fast and furious manner, no matter what you do. If I knew the Latin phrase for this, I'd write it here. Quote, "Don't let the bastards get you down," unquote. And that's it. And there are 3 groups of people. And that email, it hit home. You know, it's nice to hear support like that. It's nice to read something written out like that. What we do here isn't a joke, even though we have fun, and I do voices and crack jokes all the time. If you follow the show, I think people will understand what we really want to do here is just be ourselves, and that's it. There's nothing nefarious about what I'm doing. There's nothing that I would rather do more than give you my opinion through years of research and thousands of hours of doing what a lot of people don't have the patience to do. I forgot what I was going to say, but here we are. And if there are others out there who feel that way, I want to thank you. I know a lot of you have emailed me in the past and have shown appreciation for the show. Those of you who are patrons and also support the show through all other means, I appreciate that. I can't express how much it means to me. But this field is extremely I don't know. It's upsetting. It is. You know? It just is. And a lot of people will say that I bring that on myself. Okay. I can't disagree with that. There are some things, you know, when I watch UFO Jesus talk, and, you know, I talk about the way he moves and everything, it's comical to me. Jeremy Corbell and his looking left. I mean, it's all... What they're doing isn't real. You understand? And I know a lot of people, and I like UFO Jesus, don't get me wrong, I don't. But what he's doing is very thought out. The way he talks, the way he pauses. I mean, he's read books on how to talk to the public. I know, because I see the things and the tools that he's using. There's some of the same things that I naturally do. That's the difference between when he speaks and when I speak. I speak from the heart. He speaks from a book. He speaks from other people. He is a pareidolia guy. No, wait. Yeah, well, he is. What does he do? What is that? What do they do when people take other things from other people? What is that called? I forget. What's that name? Not pareidolia. When people pay what is it, guys? Paul Galvin speaks from his ass. Exactly. $10. Again, thank you. GUFON got tenacity. I bet it's like trying to cut a raw potato with a plastic spoon. You know, I've never tried that, but I can imagine. While getting pelted with said potatoes. Yeah, because you're going down and the spoon bends and it flicks up and all the potatoes. That's exactly right. Thank you, Exactly for another $10 super chat. Appreciate that. And we'll give you this one. Going down the UFO highway, where they're always there watching, waiting to take you. They'll put you back in your car, but you won't realize where those 3 hours went. Thank you, Exactly. That was nice. Appreciate it. Mucho gusto generoso. A continuing supporter of GUFON now. Thank you. What is it called? Plagiarist. Oh, Jesus. God, I can't believe it. Plagiarism. Yeah. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Zach. Anyway, thank you to that person. It's not often we like to toot our own horn. And I don't think I was. And it felt a little uncomfortable. But I wanted to read it because, there are people out there who understand what GUFON is doing. A lot of people think, because I hang out with certain people that may have a past. I mean, come on, man. Grow up. I've grown a lot. In the old days, I would have never spoken to these people that I'm friends with. I just wouldn't, and and that's sad. Because I always said, if you associate yourself with people who aren't doing the right thing, then you aren't doing the right thing. And that's not true. That's just public perspective. Isn't it? Isn't that what it is? That's wrong. It's wrong. But I am wrong about a lot of things. But one thing I'm not wrong on most of the time is analyzing UFO videos. And if there's a string hanging off the bottom of an object, and I say that looks like a string, how can this person come back and tell me it's not a string? It's the tail of the lizard people that abducts small children and animals for food. I mean, that's the kind of people I go after. I don't go after people trying to figure out what they've captured and misidentified an airplane as a UFO. That's not what we do. We don't go after people who are doing the right thing but are misidentifying. We're going after people who do the wrong thing and don't want to change and continually rip you off visually. And I just got a Gigi Abby Gigi. Is that what I think it is? A $10 Cash App. Hey, thank you very much. Gigi Abby Lynn with a $10 Cash App. I haven't had a Cash App in a month. Thank you very much. We'll give you the new one. I appreciate it. Thank you, Gigi Abby Lynn, for your $10 to the Cash App. Good. Mucho gusto, generoso. Under 17, not permitted without parent. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. I'm so silly. And I don't know if I did this, but last week, I mentioned it. Thanks for that. I appreciate that. Let me see if I missed anything else. Did I? Oh, this was from yesterday. Actually, this morning. $10 on PayPal from William Ferguson. Oh, I'll be a monkey's uncle. Thank you. Is he here? I didn't see him. But thank you very much. Appreciate that. That's awesome. Wow. All right. You guys are unbelievable. See, this is... I don't even know what to say. Let's just... continue. Thanks, everybody. Appreciate you being here. We're doing Sunday for the UK. It is 15 past the hour of 1 Eastern time. So we've got a little bit of show left to do. Let's talk about it now. You see it right behind me. Should aliens force disclosure? Because isn't it for the better? Isn't that what we've been saying for 78 years? Even longer. Why, in 1947, I put up a TikTok video today, and some of these things go viral, like 2,400 views on one, and TikTok's weird. I mean, it's just weird. But we've said it forever. Disclosure, if the aliens are who we think they are, they would have free energy source. Well, with that type of source, we don't need fuel like oil and gas, petroleum, and all that stuff. We can stop, well, Biden stopped the fracking. We can stop all that stuff. Free energy. We'll have cleaner air. It emits nothing. Nothing. It's clean. It's a perfect energy source. And that's one of the things we would get from the aliens. Not only that, apparently we would get healthier because they would have the medical know-how of keeping us alive a little longer, maybe. Our food would probably be better. That we can have our air would get cleaner, and all that stuff. Everything that comes with the aliens. So, why wouldn't they push it if the aliens are really here? That is. Because now we're assuming, okay? You can't unassume that people had abductions because people have had abduction scenarios. So that's something you can't deny. Yeah, and I always go back to those school kids, those 66 kids in Zimbabwe, wherever it was, and the other school, they saw aliens. They came out of their UFO. They talked to them telepathically and said, now, the aliens don't know. Maybe they didn't know that a child of a smaller stature than an adult, they don't know probably that, if we saw a 3-foot alien and then we saw a 6-foot tall alien, we would automatically think the 3-foot tall alien was a child. Well, maybe they thought it was an adult because it's small. Children are a little shorter, a little 4.5-foot kid. And they tell them telepathically that be careful with your technology because you'll destroy yourselves. I'm paraphrasing here, but basically that was the message. And then they got in the craft and went back into the forest. Now, they weren't abducted. But I'm just saying it was an experience, and there's been experiences over and over and over again. People all walks of life talking about visiting aliens visiting them ever since they were children, and people have had babies taken out of them, as many as 24, 8, or 10, or twins and triplets, and all sorts of things happening to women, and men having their semen, extracted from their body, and alien probes and all this other stuff with implants. My God, it just goes on and on. Missing time and oh my God, it's hard to say that there isn't some sort of presence, and we call it alien because we just don't know. Now, if you go back into the 50s and 60s when TV popped up, people were talking all sorts of crazy stuff, right? We went around Venus and we went to Jupiter, and they didn't know you couldn't live on Jupiter or Venus. Then as we got smarter and knew more things, then we never went back to Venus. We went to Mars or some other place that's habitable, or that could possibly be habitable a long time ago. A lot of garbage, okay? But what's the point right now of doing what we're doing? What's the point if we don't have disclosure? What are we doing? Well, we're trying to figure things out is what we're trying to do. We're trying to put the pieces of the puzzle together is what we're trying to do. We don't have all the answers. But let me tell you something. Every single possibility has been talked about. It has been investigated. It has been overdone, overcooked, and overtalked about. I got to tell you, I don't know how I'm still doing this, hearing the same stuff over and over again. Why don't the aliens just push it on us? Just show up. Oh, I see. Because there's that, let us walk our own path and don't interfere with the evolution of the humans. That's their path. Well, maybe, just maybe, you're supposed to interfere and help us out. I don't understand this thought that if we went to another planet and they're struggling and they're these people they're wearing, you know, animal clothes and they're building huts out of clay and things just aren't working out, there's disease. Don't you think it would be cool if we could help them out? How would we do that? Would we abduct them one by one, wait for them and grab them while they're hunting? And, you know, stick a needle in their neck and shut up. Don't say a word. Abduct them, take them for 3 hours, mess around with their head. We do that with animals. And it sucks. And I hate to see it. But we study animals. We study them all. So I don't know why we can't, why the aliens just don't do it. First answer, they can't. Because they're not what you and I think they are. Okay, that's a possibility. Now, if you want to go around and talk about, you know, these type of little aliens, you know what I mean? Especially this guy here. You know, you want to talk about them. They could turn things around for us, right? No, maybe they can't. Maybe they can't. Maybe they're trying and they just can't. We give aliens too much credit. That's what I think. You want to know why? I said this, I can't tell you how many times, but it's been a while. The aliens can go from point A to point B. Let's just assume they can, real quick. But that's it. That's the extent of their technology. They can go from point A to point B. What if they're not that smart? They just somehow cracked the code of space-time. Somehow it just happened. You know? That would be like us finding out how they build the pyramids with sound technology or something. You know, oh my God, we can move buildings without, you know, push of a finger. By accident, maybe they found it, and they're just not that smart. Right? Maybe that's it. Maybe that's the extent of their intelligence. Maybe they're just a bunch of drinking hobos flying around in fast UFOs. And they have technology. Who knows where they got it from? We might be giving them too much credit. Maybe they didn't build it. Maybe it was given to them and they just learned how to use it. Like you and I. If we took a phone to another place in the galaxy and they have no technology, they would look at that and say, my God, you're a witch. You know what I mean? That would be magic to them. It's still magic to me, and I grew up with it. So imagine what it would be like if we brought it. Oh, you and I don't know how to build it. We just know it works through, you know, satellites and all sorts of technology. There are so many things wrong that maybe they can't help us. I don't like it. I don't like that if the aliens are here, that they have to let us evolve on our own. Let them destroy themselves again. We keep destroying ourselves over and over and over again. Doesn't it? Isn't it? Aren't we? How many times has civilization started over? Maybe because of an asteroid or volcano or something else. But it seems like we keep destroying ourselves over and over and over. And I don't know if that has to do anything with technology, but hell, if we go back, the Earth is 4 billion years old. Before the dinosaurs were here, what if there was civilizations on Earth? Before 500 million years ago. We would never know. Ever. It's all buried in the underground, in rocks. Plate tectonics is a constant crushing and molding of land and sea. Over 500 million years, everything will be gone. 2 million years, probably all this stuff will just be like what we see on Mars. Apparently, Mars may have had civilizations there 3 billion years ago. And that's why we can't find anything, because it's been so dry for so long with so much wind, which I don't really believe. I still think it may have been without life for 500 million years. It could be 5 million years. But still no evidence really to show that there's anything there. But anyway, why the aliens don't disclose themselves to us? Because maybe it is true. Maybe everything would turn into chaos. I mean, we can't get along with each other, right? There's a major divide. We're all on different continents. If you haven't noticed how this planet is designed, and I say designed because it looks like it. Isn't it weird? China's over there on that continent. We're over here on this one. Japan's on a little island over there. Great Britain and all those people are over there, and Italy and Europe and all that shit. Everybody's got... over there it's a little bit different because they really are connected by the land. There's no big ocean between certain countries that are dangerous. But nonetheless, what is there? 8 continents? 7? How many continents? 7? 7 continents. Yep. I just lost part of the screen there. So, with that being said, if aliens did disclose themselves, it would be a messed up place. It would be awful. At first, I think a lot of people would lose their minds, especially religious people. I'm not talking just if you're into the Bible or you go to church. I'm talking fanatics. I'm talking they may go nuts. Some people will, Some people will pray, like you and me. We'll be happy. We'll be happy. But I'm going to tell you, straight up, I'll be scared out of my mind. I will be absolutely terrified. And I want it to happen. Why would I be terrified? Because if they can do all the things that we think they can do, they got us. They got us. They can do anything they want to us, right? If you ever watched that TV show V, take a look at that. That hot alien. Yeah, she was in that, what was that movie? What was that? She's so hot. What's the guy who's in the mask? I can't think. Everything would collapse the urban way. Everything would. Hey, cool picture, man. Everything would collapse. Deadpool. Got it. Good for you, man. Yeah, I mean, I'm speaking okay today. I just can't remember the things that I love the most. Well, yeah, she was a beauty. Yeah. Paul Cargo, I love that. Taiwan has kept mainland China at bay for over 50 years, and it really pisses them off. I don't know how much longer that's going to last. But they've been toying with them this year or last year. Yeah, It does piss them off. They want that. They want it so bad over there. They want it really bad. But I would be scared. Absolutely. Absolutely. Terrified. You know, I don't know why that I would be, though. But I know I will. I know I will. Don't you think if the aliens came here? Okay, they're here. Let's just say they announced that they're going to integrate with us. Like, we're going to go to school with them. We're going to go to movies. We're going to have dinner. Let's just assume they can mingle around us and they can breathe our air and, you know, and they're not toxic to us. You know, they're not going to be giving us COVID. But let's just assume that's a reality. First of all, how many of them are there? How many ships would fly over here? Is it one big mothership or is it many, many, many ships? That's intimidating. You know, little by little, they would come over, and the next thing you know, we see them in the sky every night, flying around, taking us for rides. Hey, this is great. You know, we'll be able to fly with them. That would be cool. But everything would change. I wonder how their technology would work. Like, would their technology interrupt our satellites and everything that we thrive on? You know, we use satellites for every single thing, pretty much. Pretty much. Cars use it now, right? Airplanes. The only thing, mass travel, that doesn't use it, really. And I think they even do. Trains. I don't know if trains use satellite to get information. So everything's using satellites. I don't know if it would interrupt. A lot of problems. There would be a lot of problems. I have a feeling there'd be more problems than we can handle. That's the thing. What's this? Brian Kegler. Hey, what's up, man? Thank you for the $5 super chat saying, Viking 1 did detect life to the approved protocol, right? But the higher-ups canceled the release of the info back then. Yeah, you know what they did? There was a certain amount of things that they had to check off, right? And it met that minimum requirement, but then they upped it to like 20 times that and said, no, we need 300 checks, not these 8. And they made it really difficult. We found life. We found life on Mars. I think it was in that rock. You know that rock that got cracked open? They found it in Antarctica? Is that the one you're talking about? Thanks, Mr. K. Appreciate the $5. For that, you get this. Thank you, Brian Kegler, for the $5 super chat. We say, Kush. Mucho gusto, generoso. Under 17, not permitted without parent. Thank you. Good comment. Good comment. Thanks for the super ch. Mucho gusto, generoso. Earth angel. I always think of Back to the Future. Earth angel, will you be mine? My darling. I don't know the words. COVID. All right, hold on a second. All right. We got a little more show to do here. All right. I got to show you this. So anyway, that's what I wanted to talk about. That's it. 15, 20 minutes. I don't want to be rude or anything, Paul Galvin says, but I hope those aliens don't have sharp teeth. As a matter of fact, I don't think they have any teeth at all. Perfect. Love you all the time, my darling girl. Show what? Show what? What was I supposed to do? Somebody told me to do something earlier. What was that? I was Easy O. Who was that person? What was I supposed to do? I can't remember. I'll show you this while I look for your answer. What a great crowd today. I can't believe how exciting this is, that there's this many people here. Thank you all for hanging out. Oh, yeah, the James Webb Telescope. All right, I'll get to that. You know, I talked about it the other day. But the James Webb Telescope, to me, is very interesting. It is supposed to see things that Hubble can't. And from what I remember, because I thought, this is what I thought, Hubble can see 13.8 billion years, right? They think that's when the beginning Jennifer, no, it wasn't. It was about the, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Yeah, we already covered the underwater volcano. It was in the Pacific Ocean. Yeah, it wasn't Fiji, it was Muji or something, like Momo or something. I don't know. Thank you for the super chat, Jennifer Siami. I'll give you one of these. I'll give you a nice one. Here, enjoy this for a moment. I need a drink. Yes, it was. It wasn't Fiji. It was, I'll show you. Check it out. Well, we'll show you again. Because you supplied a $5 with that, Jennifer. It's this.
Saying, watch out, you have a tsunami coming your way. There was a warning in the state of a tsunami that might be evident of this explosion that happened in the Pacific. Tonga Island exploded into its fury, unlike we've never seen before in modern day history.
Tunga. Yeah, we showed that earlier. But there you go. It's on third phase of moon if you want to check it out. Again, a lot of stuff I'm showing today will be in the show's description. You know, right after the show, within 30 minutes, I get everything up and ready. All right. What was I going to talk about? Oh, yeah, James Webb. So, I was told from some scientist guy that I used to work with, and he was really into it. This was like 2015. James Webb Telescope was supposed to launch in 2015. Even before that, it's been delayed forever. Well, anyway, he said what this telescope is going to do, it is going to show us 50% further than Hubble. So if you round it up to 14 billion years, we should be able to see 21 billion years into the past. Sorry. Heartburn. My God. What's wrong with me? I never have heartburn. And if that's the case, and James Webb Telescope sees further out, well, that means things may go on forever. But that's not what we're being told now. Now it's just telling us that we're able to see more of what we can't see. Different, what do you call it? Different, I can't think. Different spectrums of light and shit. I mean, I don't know. Let me do this. I tell you what. I like the James Webb Telescope, and I believe they opened up the thing, the big shield. Oh, I don't know. I wasn't prepared to talk about it. Anyway, you were just asking what I thought about it. I think it's going to show us more than what we've ever seen. Of course, Hubble is 30 years old, and it's still kicking. It's doing great. Yeah, it'll see an infrared, which Hubble does, right? Right, that's right. It'll be able to see through dust. In turn, we should be able to see into the atmosphere of many. No, I don't think we'll be able to see into the planet itself. That is really far. I mean, we're talking 1,000 light years, right? I mean, what? How far away is the closest? Like 60 light years? Isn't Vega like pretty close, right? Like 64 light years. I don't think we can point a telescope, the James Webb, at Vega and see through the atmosphere to the ground. That I don't think can happen. But if they pointed at Venus, Uranus, maybe Jupiter, can it see through that stuff? That would be interesting. I know. Thank you very much, Exactly O, for the $5 super chat. I just saw another one from unknown sender. It's 20-year-old right now. It's already old technology. You might think it is, and it could be, but they've been upgrading it every time it's delayed, I'm pretty sure. But thank you, Exactly O, for the $5 super chat. Thank you. Yeah, that's funny. God forbid should one of these telescopes do... I know, Paul. I know, Paul. Will it be able to look into Uranus? I don't know. But if it can look through the clouds, the dust clouds, way out wherever in the middle of nowhere, it should be able to look into Uranus. I don't like saying Uranus because I'm immature. I am immature. As long as they've got love handles? What's this here? Samo, GUFON. Yes, now I think they will and can. Hence, they're excited because we've been missing a lot of things that are in different spectrum. Yep. What's this? It will see a bit more than Hubble. Clarifying it will see certain chemicals that are on infrared spectrum. Right. Molecules like carbon dioxide and others required for life. That's true. That's true. Oh, my ANUS. My anus. You guys. See? You see what I started? Thinking like a child I am. Thinking like a child I am. I just spoke and I have so much more to talk about. You know, I think tomorrow I'll just do, I have so much more to show. I mean, I can't do it tonight. Oh, this is interesting. I want to show you something. It's just entertainment. I want to show you this Eminem thing from 1999, I believe. And he's pretty talented. But I just thought this was funny. Oh, and don't forget, tomorrow we will be back in the hood, looking at TikTok in the hood. Remember I had that guy who was all talking gangster? Well, that's a regular thing now. Yeah, it has to be.
Hey, yo. I got a beautiful wife, kids, and a gorgeous home. What would make me jump in the tub with a cordless phone? I'm straight vicious. I hit you with plates and dishes. Leave you with 8 stitches. When I'm gay cause I hate bitches? Slut, don't be nice to me. I've had it with girls, and I'll still be mad at the world, even if it apologized to me. You're hearing the last thoughts of a man about to blow his fucking brains out. Fall back on a blood-stained blouse on top of his spouse spread.
Sorry, there's a little language in here. Damn it, I'm sorry.
Out on a blood-stained couch in front of his kids that he just killed in the same house. I'm sickening Boy George, picturing Michael Jackson in a little boy's drawer shopping at toy stores. If Shady said it, Shady meant it. I stayed a minute. I'll throw a stroller at you with a baby in it. Go ahead, pull the plug. Think I won't slap you. I just dropped the fucking pill, Mom. Don't vacuum.
Sorry. My bad. Bad judgment. Bad Richie. All right, let's round up things here. 5 reasons for cryptozoology. Well, according to this person, It can save the world through ecology and the validation of indigenous people. 2, it's the answers to unanswered and yet to be asked questions in biological sciences. 3, it's the beauty and gift of past, present, and future of evolutionary biology. 4, it's... All right, it's nowhere else to be found. I didn't think that one through. Here's 5 paranormal new research modalities I talked about yesterday in an interview. 1, using the pattern behind entropy. Is it entropy? Why does this keep popping up? 2, tagging and tracking a ghost into its native environment. Okay. This is why I picked this one. Tagging and tracking a ghost into its native environment. How? 3, using eDNA. 4, how causality between UFOs and the paranormal is something we can create. Again, there it is popping up in plain English. UFOs and the paranormal is something we can create. I don't know what he means by we can create. That's Alex Mistretta. Damn it. I didn't, yeah, no, my bad. I should never be quoting Alex Mistretta. That guy is, no, sorry, bunk, sorry, goodbye, bunk. Third phase of moon, we talked about the Grand Canyon, the tsunami, the Navy, we talked about that. I'll put that link in the description. There is something else I need to show you. What is it? Okay, we did that story about the guy with the thing. Tonight, don't forget to go to Alien Girl 111 at 9 p.m. Eastern. She's going to interview that guy. Here's another Twitter. Got to talk about this. We will soon rewrite textbooks on our place in the universe? Almost overnight, UFOs have gained acceptance by the government and some in academia as worthy of scientific study. Oh my God. Honestly, the government gave the best bullshit story in the last couple of years. They don't care. It's an illusion. Don't you think that AOI MSG office that they're going to put in the DOD at the Pentagon is a bullshit thing? Don't you think they're never going to give us the real information? Don't you think it's just to keep an eye on things that are going to be coming in from the pilots? They don't even care about the public. So what do we care about what they're doing? Oh, well, if you're UFO Twitter, you care because that's what they believe. They believe all the bullshit. And it is bullshit. We are getting more disinformation now than ever. And Lou Elizondo, Nick Pope, and Christopher Mellon joined up with the Galileo Project not to disclose anything, but to cover it up. And you will see that when it happens. Please. I don't even have to ask for you to believe me because they'll do it. You'll see the proof. Actually, you'll see nothing. Unbelievable what and they're showing this POS. That's how you know nothing is happening from a flare dropping in the water. Thanks for that, Jeremy Corbell. Here's something that's very interesting. A flying squid. Did you know they can fly? This amazing observation this is real. This isn't fake. That's a real picture of a flying squid. It's by user whale_nerd on in iNaturalist shows the gliding capabilities of the neon flying squid. Many species of flying squid can glide distances of 33 to 50 feet at up to 10 feet above the ocean surface. What is going on? I never knew. I never knew that. Did you ever know that squid can fly? Well, they're not really flying, but they are flying. They're catching air. What a crazy world. Look at this thing. Just look at it. What is going on? Here's the eyes right there, and on the other side. I mean, that's a design of almost an airplane without the rudder. Isn't that amazing? What an amazing planet we live on. I got to tell you, I love the Earth. I adore the Earth. I feel so bad that we have to dig it up and break itself and crush it and suck the life right out of it just so we can move around. Well, and live and survive. I mean, the Earth is for us, so. But I just hate it. I just hate that we have to kill. We're such, the worst. I just talked about the AOI MSG. Didn't even know this was here. I've asked Joe, Red Rum Joe, he's asking around about the current mood on the NDAA at the UFO office, the AOI MSG. Various takes are, well, I don't have an opinion yet. Give it time. Funding is the key. We need to see how much money. We have a UFO office, and that's a good thing. Things can go wrong, but let's give them a chance. And somebody said patience. You want to know what I said? Let's hurry up and wait for nothing. This will be the same question you'll be asking at the end of the year and every year after. That's why Big Louis Eleganzo infiltrated the Galileo Project. Stop any real UFO evidence from going public. Lou's good at acting like he cares. Yep, that's right. Blah, blah, blah. Yep. Yep, and I'm going to reply to that and said, that's your boy Lou. Blah, blah, blah. That's how you reply. Nice, right? See what I mean? Why do I deserve that? You can't have an opinion in this field, especially on Twitter. Can't have an opinion because people just say blah, blah, blah. Meanwhile, it's the most important thing that's going on in ufology. Just blah, blah, blah right over. Nobody wants to talk about anything negative on Twitter. You can't bring up anything that they don't want to talk about. We can't talk about that. I don't believe in it. I don't want to believe in it. I believe Lou is doing good. Chris is doing good. Nick Pope's doing good. Everybody's doing good. What have they given us? Big donut. Nothing. Zero. Zip. Nada. Nil. They've given us nothing. And you're okay with it. What have they given us? What has Lou Elizondo given us? Tell me now. Nothing. Oh, but he's got a book coming out. It's all about him. Don't you get it? It's all bullshit. It's all a money grab for him. He's done his job, as I'll steal that from Ryan Stacy. He said, Lou's done his job. His job is done and over with. That's why the book is coming out this year, because he's done all he can do. What else is he going to do? ATIP is defunct, apparently, but, maybe he did, maybe it didn't work there. So we're not getting any information from ATIP anymore. He brought all that stuff over from ATIP, apparently. Brought it over to TTSA to do a little research on it. I never saw anything. What else did he bring? Anybody? What did Lou do? Where is Lou's evidence that he did anything for ufology? And don't come back with, what have you done, Rich? I don't claim to be Lou. I don't claim to have Lou's status in the UFO world. Lou doesn't claim? Oh, yes, he does. Yes, he does. And he says, don't beat up the messenger. I'm just a regular guy like you. I don't understand. I'm doing everything I can. Do you know that guy's loaded? He's got a lot of freaking money. He doesn't need to make money in this field. He's got money. That's what I hear. Well, if he's got money, you can never have enough money. So it's all about ego. Yes, it is. It is. It's all about ego. Look, say what you want. Believe what you want. I'm going to believe what I want because I'm very rarely wrong when it comes to what's happening in the field. And I'm not saying that to boast, brag, or whatever. It's the facts. And the pattern shows that we will get nothing. We will never have disclosure. And all we can do is just sit here and talk about shit for the rest of our lives. How exciting. You know what? We need to do it. We've heard it a million times. We're going to bring disclosure. If anything, we will. You might. And that's why I stay in this field. Because it's so historic what's going on. What we've witnessed in the last year, I've never seen before in ufology. Actually, the last 2 years. With all the media play, with all of the stuff that we heard and all the stories, where's the evidence? Everybody talked a great story. Everybody spoke up. Fravor, Alex Dietrich, Ryan, what's his name? Ryan Cahill? No, that's, you know, all the people who talked about seeing the Ryan Graves, the Tic Tacs. I've never seen a Tic Tac yet. Where's that radar? Where is that radar? Anyway, there's people in this field that don't like GUFON. Good for them. You know what? They don't agree with what we believe. They live in fantasy land, and they don't like it when I talk about it. You may not like it. But let me ask you one more time. What has Lou given us? Forget those 3 videos. Those are shit on a stick. Forget those. Those aren't UFOs. Where's Lou's work? Think about that. Get back to me tomorrow. Don't forget, we will be back tomorrow at 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific. Tonight, go to Alien Girl 111 at 9 p.m. Eastern just to look at this, see what this guy's about. Maybe I'll jump in if she needs me, which I don't think she'll need me. But I want her to take control of that conversation, and let's go support Alien Girl tonight. We'll be back tomorrow. I'll put the link in the description for her channel too, just so it's easy to find. Thank you, moderators and super chatters. What a great day. Thank you. On a Sunday even. Appreciate that. I really do. You have no idea. I definitely don't want to go back into the office. I can't. I won't. I shan't. And the moderators keeping this place running smoothly. Thank you for that. And newcomers and veterans, thank you very much for giving the show a chance. Watch it a few more times. See if it's something you want to do. You know, subscribe to. I think you should, but that's just me. Every show's the same, but it's a lot different. Every show's not the same, but it is the same. Wait. Every show is the same, but different. You never know what you're going to get over here. That's why it's exciting to be here. I love hanging out with you guys. I think I have the greatest chat in ufology. I think we have the smartest bunch of people. I think you guys get it. And I appreciate each and every one of you. And we will be back tomorrow. So Have a great night. I'm going to go watch some football. And we'll see you tomorrow. Don't forget, because GUFON is Truthology.
There's a thing. It's rotating.